we've got a scale drawing of a park, and a straight path goes across the park from B. However, it's always the same distance from AB as BC. So if I'm going to do that, it's going to look a little bit like this. How can we get it precisely? Well, what we need to do is draw an angle bisector. Split this angle into two, and that will necessarily split it so it's halfway between AB and BC. To do this, you need a pair of compasses. Put the point on B to start with, and draw an arc. And then put the point on where the arc meets the path. Bring it in a bit and draw another arc. And then repeat for the other side. Okay, and where it meets is essentially you've made a rhombus here. If you were to connect this to this and this to this, you've made a rhombus. It's all the same lengths. And necessarily, if you draw a line through it, it would split the rhombus into two. And so that's what's going on. You're splitting the angle into two using that method. So it goes across the park. That will carry it on until the edge of the park. So there we go. Okay, make sure you use pencil. Leave your construction lines. That will be expected. We're then told that a bench is placed on the path, and it must be no more than 50 centimeters from C. Construct the locus of the possible positions of the bench. Indicate clearly where the bench can be placed. Well, for this, we're going to need to use the scale drawing aspect. And on my diagram and on the handout I've made, the horizontal distance from A to B, like the right-hand part of B to the left-hand part of A, is 12 centimeters. I think that's what it is in the real exam paper. So that's what I'm going to use as my scale. And we're told that 1 centimeter represents 10 meters. So if I want it to be no more than 50 meters from C, that's going to become 5 centimeters. I just need to divide through by 10. Now, to get a locus of points that is exactly 5 centimeters from C, I can draw a circle. So if I get my compass and set it at 5 centimeters, put the point there, then all of these points around here are 5 centimeters away. Now, let's just bring this all together. It says in the question, the bench is placed on the path, and then it must be no more than 50 meters from C. That means it can be less than 50 meters from C. So it's got to be on the path, but less than 50 meters or 5 centimeters. So it's everything inside the circle, but it's got to lie on the path. And therefore, where can the bench be placed? It's going to be anywhere here. So possible, I'm just going to point at it, like really highlight it, possible places for the bench. And there we have it. We've dealt with this locus question using angle bisector, a circle, and just carefully putting it together to figure this out.